So Salman, Lawrence Okolie was Okolie was talking about Amir Khan, and he said, and he mentioned something about Amir Khan, that he goes, Amir Khan is one of the most gifted, or naturally most gifted offensive fighters in the world today, even right now. And he mentioned, you know, he goes, he's so naturally talented. And I think he was speaking to Fight Hype, but you know what? I think he hit the nail on the head. He said he expects Crawford to win the fight. He says, I think Crawford will make the adjustments and get the win. But he goes, Amir Khan's probably one of the most naturally gifted offensive fighters in the world, even today, even right now, because most people think he's past his best. What do you make of those comments?
I agree with him. No one's ever doubted his offensive skills. The only thing he's been questioned with is his defense, which he's obviously not been able to, you know, nail down on. But I think, I agree with him. I think many people know, boxing people know that what his weaknesses are and what his strengths are. And the thing is, his strength is his actual strength. That's like his weakness is his actual weakness. Like, he's not even in the middle in both. Like, he's not like okay at defense or okay. He's just really good at one and really bad at the other. And that's why he gets knocked out, because he's really good at one but really bad in the other aspect. And that's just how he is. He's not in the middle in either one. Like, his offensive skills are like second to none, but his defensive skills are probably the worst in terms of, you know, not that bad, but it's not. It's like his offensive skills are like here and his defensive skills are like here, so they're not like in the middle, you know. But that's just the way. That's just how he is, and I can't disagree with him. These boxers know they're boxing. You know, people like us know that he's got a very good offensive skills, so I'm sure those guys know.
Yeah, I agree. I think Amir Khan offensively, you know, if you look at all the fights that he's been in, he's most of the time too much for these guys. You know, he's outboxing them. He's just, everything comes so naturally to him. You know, his hands are just so quick. And Amir Khan is like somebody, reminds me of somebody that is just so naturally gifted, where, you know, he doesn't have to revise for his exams, and he can go into his exams with not much revision and still smash out B's and A's. Whereas there's most of us have to work our socks off to get those type of grades. But eventually what happens is, as you keep going up the ladder, the guy that's very naturally gifted has to put in the work, otherwise he'll start falling down. And that's what happens in boxing. When you start moving up the ladder, right, just like when you start moving up, when the education gets harder and the academic, you know, gets harder and harder and harder, you have to put in, you have to then start revising. And the same with boxing. As you start fighting these elite level guys, you have to then, it comes down to more than just natural talent. It's how much your brain is functioning in the fight. And that's what Amir Khan's been criticizing, you know, in the past, that, you know, he doesn't have the greatest boxing brain. He just does everything on his natural talent. Everything just comes so naturally to him, and it does. And most of the time, you know, it gets him through. But against the elite guys, they suss you out, they work you out, and your natural ability may not be enough for you to win the fight. And that's the question mark against Terence Crawford. You know, is Amir Khan showed against Canelo that, you know, he's not just all natural talent. He has got boxing brain. He was able to box very smart in that fight. But he's going to have to do that for the full 12 rounds against Terence Crawford. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.